Israel is returning to the polls, the government unanimously deciding that general elections will take place on April 9th, 2019, 7 months early. Despite the Prime Minister's coalition being roiled by internal divisions for months and the resignation of then Defence Minister Avigdor Lieberman last month, the latest polls appear to predict another solid victory for Netanyahu. But looming in the background, a potential indictment over mounting corruption charges that could still trip him up. Opposition leader Tzipi Livni tweeting earlier, say from now on, not Election Day, Revolution Day. And speaking alongside Labour Party leader Avi Gabay, this is what they had to say.
Election Day must be a day of political upset. It can happen, it should happen, it must happen for the good of the citizens of Israel.
These elections are between those who are satisfied with what we have and those who appreciate what we have, but believe and have hope. Between those who have thanks for what we have and those who acknowledge and appreciate what we have achieved, but believe in change.
All right, let's go back to diplomatic correspondent Mike Wagenheim, who's in the Israeli parliament for us. Mike, you've been, of course, spanning the halls there, speaking to all the ministers of parliament on either side of the aisle today. But, of course, one of the other questions is about what Israeli voters are thinking. And we know that the last time Israelis voted for a left-wing government was back in 1999. So what's the landscape, I suppose, in Israeli society now in terms of where voter sentiment is?
Well, we talk about Israeli society. We've seen with the numbers, it's more of a left-right split than it's ever been. So the question now for election strategists is, how do you cipher off votes from the other parties? And the answer is, you don't take from the left if you're on the right, and you don't take from the right if you're on the left. You take from parties within your own ideological spectrum, meaning the Likud on the right will try to take from the far-right Jewish Home. The far-left Meretz will try to take from the left-of-center Zionist Union. And these are the battles that go on right now. The left, I think, has realized that they need to change something dramatically in order to win the next election, because the polling consistently shows that they can't do it. So we're joined here, speaking of that, by a member of the Zionist Union Party within the opposition, Nachman Shai. Oh, thank you so much for straightening the tie, sir.
Of course.
What's it going to take for the opposition to win the next election? Because the polling doesn't...
Monday, April 9th. That's it. All the Israelis that would like to see a change, all the Israelis that didn't lose hope, all the Israelis that believe that Israel deserves a better future will come on April 9th and vote for us.
But again, the numbers consistently show that something has to change on the left and left center. The polling, the public has been asked consistently, what do you want, what do you want? And it hasn't been the Zionist Union, so what changes?
I know there were some ideas. I don't know if there is time left now for any conceptual or personal changes. So I believe that at the end of the day, it will be, from our side, it will be the labor plus the movement. It means Avi Gabay as a chairperson and with Tzipi Livni, and both of them will lead our party. And I hope to repeat on the same success of the last election, and even to go a little bit further and to finally defeat the Likud.
We've seen infighting within the coalition, but it seems like we've seen infighting within the opposition as well, and even within your own party. Did you come together on a common strategy?
No doubt about it. Tell me something which I'm not sure you are aware. There are only two democratic parties left in the Israeli political system, maybe 2.5. But maybe general primaries where every member of the party is eligible to vote and to be elected is only us and the Likud. And so I believe that creates also, some internal strife and so. But that's part of it. That's democratic life. People are sometimes unhappy about that. So what do you prefer? Parties where the one person chooses all the other members and it's one-man party? No. So our option is much better, even if it creates some storms once in a while, and it shows something about the way we act together and we operate together, and finally we'll win. I have a lot of confidence in our party.
One of the wild cards, of course, is the indictments that could be handed down against the Prime Minister.
It won't happen before the elections.
Well, there could be a pre-hearing, but it won't.
After the election.
Exactly. So the second possible wild card is former IDF Chief of Staff Benny Gantz making a foray into politics. Do you want him to join the Zionist Union Union? Do you think he can make a difference?
Yes, he will join. Hopefully, I hope so. But he unable to lead the party. The decision was made that Avi Gaba will lead the party, so he can be number two. But number two, he has never been in politics. There's no any experience. With all the respect, you need someone that not only led the IDF, which is a lot of military experience, but never been to politics. So Gantz, with all the respect, try this kind of life and be number two and be Israel's next defense minister. It's not bad to start your political life for the second spot.
There's one man that knows about Israeli elections. It's Nachman Shai, Zionist Union member. Thanks for joining us. Back to you, Tracy.
All right, thanks for that, Mike. Now, no matter how confident the opposition parties might say they are in toppling the ruling Likud party, members of the right-wing Nationalist Party say there's no competition at all.
We need to make sure people understand that it's not time to waste time. It's time to get ourselves together and start working and speaking up, turning us into be an alternative and an attractive party, and that's the most important.
We predict that we will be able to focus our message in a way that the people will again understand that only a strong Likud and a strong Prime Minister and an experienced Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, is the answer for the challenges facing us.
We'll go to election, and again, the Likud, which is the right party, and the right party will win again with the leader and the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu.